Hey everyone, and welcome to Salt. It's been a interesting couple of weeks here in Texas. Um, we've had some rather tumultuous events of change. Our president at the Southwestern Adventist University has told us this is her last year. She will be taken off into July, I guess, but big changes for Southwestern coming. We'll get new leadership, and we are also finishing off our what do they call it, accreditation coming up this month. That's been a big, long, since I've been here. For how long we've been here?
This is our fifth year
Fifth
here.
year. 5 years they've been working on this. So it'll be, hopefully we're thinking it'll be over by the end of February and that everything will be all done and we'll be good to go for 10 years. Get kind of evaluated every 10 years. So that's coming, and I'm spending most of my semester doing two things. We're shooting a short film, which I'm kind of excited about because we're going to actually shoot a film we shot up in Union when I was up there. We were in Lincoln, Nebraska. We actually did a version of this story, and we're going to do it here. And it's always with movie making, you do something, you look at it, and you go, oh, I should have done this there, I should have done this different, And, Hollywood filmmakers rarely get the chance to, go back and fix it because it's, $10 million movie. They don't go back and fix it. This is kind of an interesting chance where it's fun to look at, oh, we get a chance to do it again, and now we can do some things better than we did last time. So that's kind of fun. And I'm doing artificial intelligence training for the university to be their artificial intelligence instructor guru, I guess, for the next year, which really seems odd because, me being, I don't know, what am I, 55, and having to be the, guru of artificial intelligence is, some people wouldn't say I have any intelligence. So I guess they're thinking maybe artificial is better than nothing. But that's been an interesting journey to learn about it and how it works and everything. And Miranda is taking two classes this semester. Last semester she did one class. Now she's doing two classes. She's doing Christian Theology 2, and then she decided to get into science and take thermonucleic chemistry as her second.
No, thank you.
Was that not you?
No, it wasn't me.
Now, what is it? It's Ellen White?
Yeah, Ellen White's writings.
Yeah. So, history of Ellen White. Which, I don't know. How was that?
I'm finding it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an Christian Theo is a 400 level class. This Ellen White's, I think, is a 100 or 200 level.
That's what I thought, but it's actually a 300.
Oh, it's a junior level. Oh, I didn't know that. It seemed like it'd be a 200.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. So you're doing two upper division courses. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, cool. Anyway.
Apparently, I'm also 5 years older than you now.
Yes.
Just a few words comes out of his mouth,
See
and all
how
of a
those
sudden,
things change.
I'm older than he is instead of younger.
Bingo. Just like that. Just with words that come from people. In fact, we're going to talk about words that come from people. That's sort of related to what we're talking about today, sort of, in a way. The types of words that come from people. But anyway, that's kind of what's happening with us and some school stuff. And actually, we're starting off with a story about someone in school.
All right, yes, our Sabbath school teacher today, she is a teacher, and one of her students who is a young girl, 12 years old, she wants to be a pediatrician when she grows up, and of course that's going to require good grades and such like that, and so she's already very concerned about getting good grades now. Well, it's always good to develop good study habits. So, but now she's so concerned about it that she's staying up and getting only like 3-4 hours of sleep a night because of the study. And then, of course, that just leads to anxiety when you're not getting enough sleep. Yeah. So, anyways, that really kind of went with thoughts that we had a couple weeks ago that we were talking about. Well, someone brought up Paul and how he was very works-oriented before he met Jesus, of course, and believed that his works were going to save him.
Well, she asked the question, what would you tell this 12-year-old girl about, you know, because she's what, 12? Was that it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, and what's 12? That's what, 8th grade, 7th grade? It's sixth
Sixth
grade. I
grade,
mean, it's
yeah.
elementary
I think
school.
it's sixth grade.
And, you know, first, yeah, it's good to get good study habits, but, you know, when you get into getting a job as a pediatrician, no one cares what your grade school, no one cares what your high school grades were. I mean, I hate to say that as a teacher, but, you know, you graduated from high school. Good for you. It really doesn't start mattering till you're undergrad and you're graduate. Then they start looking at GPAs, but no one looks back at your elementary school GPAs. And so I thought that was interesting. And I was musing to myself how many lack of students I have with that problem. So focused on getting A's. I'm just focused on getting them passing grades most of the time. But I don't know. I was sort of like that at one point in my life where I confession, good for the soul. I graduated high school and college with the absolute lowest GPA you could get and still graduate. I was actually fairly humbled when I got my transcripts from Southern a few weeks ago and looked at them, and it all came flooding back of how badly I did my first 2 years. And then I had like a break. I went on. I was a student missionary and did a summer camp student missionary. And I can remember it was never it was not a this, you know, big boy, am I gonna really buckle down? I'm gonna change my life. It wasn't anything like that. It was, I remember it was just this moment thought where my mom had always said throughout my life, like, yeah, if you wanted to, you could make straight A's. If you wanted to, you could make straight A's, you know. And I don't know, it was just a weird moment. I thought, I wonder if that's actually true. Because I never really tried. And so I thought, I'm going to try just to see if that's what it's like. And so I did one semester and I got all A's. And boy, it was like a drug. I mean, it was bad. After that, I was one of those people. I turned into one of those people who had to have an A. And that's really bizarre because I was so the other way. I was so, you know, do we study or do we go, you know, windsurfing at the park? Well, that's not even a question. Of course you go windsurfing. I mean, you know, but I turned to flip-flop all the way over. And anyway, yeah, I did 2 years of that. But I was aware enough of it, you know, going to that 2 years, I was like, this is not healthy. This is wrong. This is not a good way to live. But yeah, it was, I know, she's sitting over there just looking at me like she's interested because she's never had to deal with any of this because she wakes up, she breathes, and she gets an A. She's just one of those people who doesn't even try, and she gets an A. So that's what she's like. You do. You just get. You just. I don't know. School is like, you know, drinking and eating to you. It's just such a natural thing. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you get an A?
Well, I always did enjoy school.
See.
I loved school when I was a kid.
Those. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go to school sick and.
Oh my goodness.
I did. Oh my goodness. Well, it was a big school because it was the Andrews University Elementary School. And so it was a big gym and everybody's eating their lunch in there at lunchtime at the tables and stuff. Yeah. And I did go to school sick that day. And I just, at lunchtime, I set my lunchbox right there in front of me. And I threw up on it.
Oh, no. Gross.
Yeah. And of course, that earned me a trip to the nurse's office
yeah.
and lying on her couch or some such thing. And
Oh my God.
yeah.
I'd bite my lip and go there. I bit my lip. Send me home. Get back in class. Anyway.
Well, yeah, never mind. I mean, eventually I ran into classes that either didn't appeal to me or I wasn't just naturally good at them. And so it was like, well, do I try or nah, or not? So yeah, but.
Anyway. The times where I have taught in academy that I did run into kids like that were had to have an A and so lose sleep and everything. It turns out mostly it wasn't about the grades. It was something deep. It was something else. It was something emotional, psychological. It was, this persona they had to have kind of thing. And their self-worth was tied up in it.
Right. And so like Paul, for example, it's like that shield of protection.
Yeah.
shell of protection that we wear, and it is going to save us.
Yeah.
And save us, yes.
Yeah, it was a persona.
You know?
I'm the smart one. I'm the super smart person. It was a barrier between them and the world. It's
Yeah,
something we used to,
and it's an identity that keeps us safe.
Right.
Because it's who we created ourselves to be.
Yeah.
And it's definitely an addiction.
yeah, oh yeah.
And so, yeah, and when we use that shell, it's all of a sudden this epiphany that I had, and it's really not an epiphany. Everybody's known this for years. But the shell, we have it there to protect us from what we feel like is on the outside of us, But in the meantime, now we can't get out. And it keeps us in, it keeps our world small, small within I must get the A, I must do everything perfect, whatever it happens to be. And that's entirely lost my train of thought. So yeah,
It's a very small way to live.
It's a very small way to live, and now everything that we see, we're looking through that shield of protection, which is a lie to start out with, and so now everything that we see is not the whole
warped.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Gives you a warped sense of reality when you have a persona that you build and a shell that you build and things that you said, this is the way I am, this is the way things are, and this is what this is. It's a filter that life comes through, and you interpret through that filter, and it warps reality to you. You start seeing, it's like this it's like a strainer. Like, all of your experiences goes through that persona that you've built to protect, and whatever is real comes through that, and it gets filtered, and it gets twisted and warped to be something that, so you start thinking people are thinking things they're not thinking. Their motivations must be this when it really isn't, because it also starts to become about self. Like,
it was very much about
they
self.
looked
yes.
at me funny, and they weren't looking at you at all, but you think, oh, they hate me because I saw the way, and they were like, what? It all becomes about you and protection. And
Yeah. And so anyways, I spent years thinking my shell protected me. In reality, I'm just keeping myself in a prison because I can't get out.
Yeah, that's what it's like. And that's, we're talking about this girl and Paul. I mean, it's addiction. It's true for anybody that it's one of the things in recovery we say we need to have a relentless pursuit of truth, because anything less, for an addict or, someone in recovery, anything less, and they lose life, they destroy their life, because it all starts to become about protecting and doing things to keep people away, and protecting the identity.
Right, and when we're looking through that shield of protection that we have, we always wonder, do we have enough?
Yeah.
And we will never have enough. There will never be enough good grades. There will never be enough perfection. We can never do enough work to be good enough, if you will.
Right, and it doesn't give you peace or joy. Again, in recovery, we'll say it gives you a tireless pursuit of okayness.
Yeah, and
it gives you
fear.
Yeah, you're always afraid of losing that.
Yeah, you use a shield to protect yourself from that, and yet it just creates fear.
Yeah, and so you never really, until the shell comes down, until the shell is broken down and truth comes out, reality comes out. You're just constantly trying to feel okay. Forget happiness and joy. That's not coming. It's just, I need to feel today just that I can be okay. And that's a horrible way to live. Yeah. And like I say, and it just builds fear that you're going to lose that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically we need to get rid of that. And it's God that will help us with that. Mm-hmm. And the only protection we need is a shield of faith. Because that is faith is simply living out a loving relationship with God. Mm-hmm. Yes, and a belief in God, and then living out His words is the works part of it. But because we believe in God, Jesus, and because we love Him, we want to be like Him, and He's the one who gives us the power. He's the one who protects us. That's what the shield of faith does: protects us from the
Flaming
things
arrows.
yes, the things that we cannot see.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The realm of
Yeah.
evil and such that we can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I say, that in recovery, to get rid of that shell, to get rid of that, it's a relentless pursuit of truth. And truth is, God made you fearfully and wonderfully. God loves you. God, it's if
Yeah.
you really cling to truth, and it changes. And once you start letting go of the things that just kind of keep you trapped or keep you locked in that prison of, I have to keep this persona up, or I have to keep this front up, you then can start to experience joy and happiness, because
Yeah.
the fear and the exhaustiveness of trying to keep the front up goes. You let that go, and it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, sometimes it takes us a long time to really work through that. But the more you let go, the freer and the more freedom and happiness you find.
Yeah, and it really that that shell that we use to protect ourselves, so that's a real burden to have to carry around. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could talk about this a lot because there's even more you can go into, with recovery and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of came up in Sabbath school today, and we kicked it around a little bit in class and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, what was Sabbath school about today? It was supposed to be about what Jesus does for us.
Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, he sets us free from that kind of stuff. It's great.
All right. So we'll be here next weekend, but not after that. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We're not 100% solid on our plan yet.
Yeah, we're
But it's
going
getting
out
there.
again. Yeah, we're going. Our friends from Australia are coming over, and we're going to head out and do some more filming with them for his television show back in. Well, you can get it here on YouTube. It's The Incredible Journey. If I haven't mentioned it, I'm sure I have. You should look it up. Gary Kent, The Incredible Journey. We actually help them shoot their stories that they do here in America. So we're going out in a couple weeks to do that with them again. So that'll be fun. Anyway, hope you had a great Sabbath and a good week. We'll see you next time here and one more time in Texas. And then who knows, somewhere